Hi friends, it's Ollie. Welcome back to the channel. Today I thought I would start a little thrift haul video for you guys. This will probably span over several weeks or so I can get enough footage. Not all thrift days are equal, so I'll probably combine a few and show you what I get, show you the dolls once I've cleaned them up, and I'll show you some pictures from past thrift hauls that I didn't film and the results after cleaning those ones up. So today I have two different hauls to show you. One from yesterday, one from today. I was in the mood to thrift 2 days in a row. So yesterday I found this. I thought this was a really awesome find. This is cedar wood from Ever After High. I believe this is the birthday bash doll, and this is a special find because I only paid $3. She has her hands, she has her dress and shoes, and that's like kind of rare. Well, it's hit or miss at this thrift store. Sometimes you'll get lucky and find something like this, but way more often it'll be a nude doll, or they'll be missing hands, or their face will be scribbled on. No shoes. Shoes are pretty rare actually. So this is an awesome find, and the fact she was only $3 means they probably didn't look her up. So let's get a better look at her. I've never owned a cedar wood doll before. And actually, I don't have any Ever After High in my collection right now. I only have a few in my customs box. So I've found ones in the past that just weren't nice enough for display, but I kept them for customizing. And this is a really cool sculpt. I love that she has the wood grain details on her body. I do think it would be cooler if it continued to her face. Like her Comic-Con doll has the face etchings as well, and I think that just makes more sense. But she has a few right at the top of her forehead, so that's interesting. Oh, and she does have some on her like under chin area, so that's kind of cool. I didn't realize that before. Yeah, I appreciate that. Her hair could be worse, honestly. It doesn't feel sticky, so I don't think there's glue damage. It doesn't feel great, but I think it's gonna fix up really well. And her outfit's super cute. Really happy to have her. The second thing is this little bag of clothes. I usually try to grab bags like this if as long as there's like a couple of pieces that I know I could use. I do a lot of customizing and redressing dolls, so it's always good to have some extra doll clothes. This is just a cute little like Barbie sized dress. Cute. Some denim shorts. There's some like lacy red panties with a lacy top, and I guess this is just a whole lingerie set. I don't know what doll this would have went to. Probably like a fancy Barbie. But that's really cool that the whole set's in there. Then we've got this little top. I don't know how to describe this top. It's a collared shirt. It's kind of interesting. This is a bathing suit. We've got some more lingerie pieces. Interested to find out what dolls these went to. So we've got some pink panties, hot pink top. Oh, hot pink bottoms. Here's some really cute plaid pants. Those are great. Probably Barbie. A Love Pizza shirt. Great. Some little purple bottoms. This is not like a super nice shirt, but this kind of thing is good to have in case you need to make a pattern. You can just cut it up and use it for a pattern. Here is a lacy black top and a white one. And here's a cute little stripy shirt. cute. These are some leggings, polka dot leggings. That's great. Little crop top thingy. Some jeans, tiny little skirt, and one little sock or sleeve thing, but it's missing the pair. That's a pretty good bag. I think I'm gonna be able to use a lot of those things. So next is everything I found today. Starting with a decor girl. This is the first time I've ever seen a decor girl in a thrift store, because this is a pretty new line of dolls, and I have wanted one actually. It was only $3. It's one I've been casually wanting but just haven't bothered to purchase, so that was a really fun thing to find. And this character, I'll have to look up her name, but this is the character that I would have wanted, honestly. I think she's the cutest. I love her color palette and her style. These little ones are so cute. I don't mind the rubber clothes. I think it looks good on her. Normally I would prefer fabric, but I don't think it takes away from this doll. The shoes are really cute. She's got a little galaxy bag. She still has some of the stickers from the Decora pack that it came with. Her face is adorable, and her hair is really soft, so I think it'll clean up really nicely. Just need to give it a wash. She's adorable. I'm really happy to have found this. Next, I have never seen this OMG doll before, and as soon as I spotted those gothic colors, I snatched her up. Another super lucky find. So this one was $5, a little bit more, but that's more what I would expect for a doll that's fully dressed and in great condition. $5 is not bad in my opinion. These shoes are so cool. They have a velvet texture. She's got a little bodysuit underneath this corseted skirt. It is a dark blue and black lacy skirt with a little corset top. And then there's this separate piece that goes over top for the sleeves. I think she's so cool. I love anything gothic fashion. So I'm so happy about this one. She's so cool. Normally I grab OMG dolls, even if they're nude, just for customizing. But when I find one with a full outfit like this, and it's a style that I love, I'm just gonna fix her up and put her on display. Okay, next. In my opinion, they're not necessarily hard to find. I have found a few others in the past, but they're not as common because I think they get snatched up quickly. That is the Made to Move Barbie sculpt. This one is quite dirty. She will need a good cleaning, and I will make sure to research this one, see if I can figure out which one it was. But the Made to Move is my favorite Barbie body. It's just the most articulated. I love the range of articulation it provides. Got the chest joint. It's awesome, and I haven't found one before in this skin tone, so that's awesome, and she will most likely be used for a custom. And the bag came with this other random Barbie that's really lacking potential in my opinion, so I'll probably just redonate that one. And then we have this super gorgeous Made to Move girl with this absolutely stunning face. To be honest, they're both really gorgeous, so I might fix them up, find them outfits, and display them. But they're great to have around for future custom possibilities as well. But I can't believe these got donated. They're so gorgeous. And again, Made to Move is usually more expensive. On the secondhand market, people tend to price up the Made to Move Barbies, and they're just more coveted because they are harder to find in the wild. So that's exciting, and I really love her hair color. So cool. And let's see, who's the bonus Barbie? This is our bonus Barbie. She's, ooh, got a chewed up hand. Very nice. Her hair looks like a disaster. She will probably just be redonated so that I can spare myself an unnecessary cleanup. So, I think I forgot to mention what I paid for those. They were only $4. So I paid basically $4 each, plus I got these two that I won't be keeping, but that's a price that I am happy with. So there's today's haul. I will be at some point cleaning these girls up, and I'll show you the results, and stay tuned for any future thrift hauls that I put in this video. Thanks for watching. All right, here are the dolls all fixed up, looking gorgeous in my opinion. This is why, at least part of the reason why I love thrifting so much. It's so satisfying to see them when they're all cleaned up and looking gorgeous again. Here is Cedar. Her hair was pretty easy to fix up. It's not like the most amazing texture, but it's pretty soft. And I just pulled it back into a little knot. She looks so cute. I'm so happy to have her. And I did kind of the same hairstyle on this one. She had like two little pigtails sticking up at the top, but I wasn't really a fan of that. I think this is a more sleek, elegant look for her. And this cutie cleaned up so nice. Her hair is so bouncy and soft. I put it in a little ponytail and then just like fluffed it up a little bit. Her curls are so precious. And oh my goodness, the Barbies cleaned up so nice. I love them so much. I will be keeping them on display unless I need them for a future project, but I've pretty much fallen in love with them. I think they're so pretty, and I'm just happy to have them in my collection. Welcome to another day of thrifting. Today was a pretty excellent day for me. It's a Saturday, and I was expecting things to be really gone through because it's so busy on Saturdays, but I actually found a lot of excellent items today. I haven't like gone through and identified things yet. I'll do that after I get them out of the bags. I know what some of them are, of course, but I like to specifically go through and identify dolls just out of my own curiosity when I thrift them. So, all right, let's start over here. This is a little like kid version of Lala Loopsy. Got her for $3. And I'm always excited when I see a Lala Loopsy in the thrift store because it doesn't really happen that often for me. But this one was super exciting because I'm pretty certain this is the little sister to the big one I thrifted a different time. They both have the little eye freckle and the same hair and the pink bows. So that's exciting. And this one I also thrifted nude and just put an outfit on her. So I figured this was perfect. So happy to have her. I'll have to find something cute for her to wear. Next is this really cute Tinkerbell. She was $4. I was drawn to the fact that she had wings and they move. We'll check that out better in a second. This is a mermaid doll that I've always wanted. She's missing the bottom of her tail, so I'm most likely going to rebody her, but I love this doll. And she was $3. This is a Liv doll. I see them relatively often at the store. She was $3. But I never really see them with an outfit, shoes, and wig. They're usually nude and really dirty. So I went ahead and snatched one up. I got this Poppy doll. I don't know why she's like the least reasonably priced of the bunch, I feel like. I mean, $4 isn't bad, but like, I don't know. I think poppies are, you know, they're so recent and common that I feel like it should have been even cheaper. But I thought she was cute, and I don't have any poppies, so I snatched her up. And this was so freaking exciting when I spotted a tiny Lalaloopsy. I have never seen a tiny one in a thrift store before, so that was exciting. And this is one I specifically have been wanting recently, so I'm so excited about that. And there's some other kind of cute dolls in here, so let me get them out of the bags and show you a closer look. Well, darn it, you guys, I just realized I wasn't filming. I've been talking for a while and not filming on accident, so let me quickly go back. Here is the little mint chocolate chip Lalaloopsy. Freaking love her. Hope I can thrift more Lalaloopsies in the future. They don't pop up the most often, but every now and then they do, so that's exciting. I don't think I'll be keeping these. I don't really collect the tiny LOL dolls, and I don't know what doll this is. They're kind of cute, but just not really my favorite thing. And then we have this Poppy doll. She'll need just a little bit of an alcohol wipe on the face and the ear. There's some scuffs, and I'll have to fix up her hair a little bit, but it's not really that messed up at all. And then here's the Liv doll. You missed me breaking this off her head, which maybe that's for the best. I didn't realize the wig was attached with a peg in the head. That's so interesting. But I'm planning on just not displaying her with the wig. It's nice to have an extra wig for sure. But I really like how these dolls look with their painted short haircut. She's got these pretty green eyes. She's only a little bit dirty, so that won't be a difficult cleanup, but I think it's awesome that she came with earrings, an outfit, I'm not sure if it's actually hers or not, and some shoes. She has these cool made to move style knee joints, and she has this interesting hip articulation. Very exciting to have a Liv doll in my collection finally. And then we have this Tink, who has a super cute face in my opinion. I really like the shape of it. And I love that she has a dress and has these cool moving wings. I've never really had a doll that has this wing mechanism, and I think it's really fun. They are kind of bent up, so they're not super perfect. Not sure if there's really a way to fix that or not, but I'm still happy to have her. She's really cute. And she has elbow articulation and the bend and snap rubber legs. And let's see. It just says Disney China. I'm not seeing like a year or anything, but we'll research her later. Here's the cute little Lalaloopsy little sister. I think these ones are freaking cute. I'd love to have more of them. She has a little bit of pink paint that may or may not come off the back of the head, but no big deal if it doesn't. She's really cute. She'll just need a light cleaning. And then I wish I could remember her name right now, but I'll put it on the screen once I find out. I have wanted this doll though in the past, and she's always like on the higher end asking point compared to the other mermaids dolls. So I haven't gotten her yet, but she has really shimmery skin, super long blonde hair. I don't know why her makeup is the way that it is. It's interesting. Like, she has this shimmery kind of white shadow around her eyes and on her nose. But I think she's really pretty. Love the red lip. And she has this water tail gimmick, which is very pretty, but most likely, since I don't have the bottom piece, I'm probably going to, let's see, I don't know if this can come off. I have one mermaid that can change tails. This one doesn't seem to want to pop off, so I may just rebody her onto like a Barbie made to move body. We'll see. I think that would be fun though, to have one mermaid on a human body. So this is a fun gimmick though. I do like these. But she's so pretty, so happy to have her. So I will show you what everybody looks like all cleaned up whenever I have time to get to that. See you next time. Hey friends, I'm doing this in my living room today because I have some bigger things to show. This is not a doll, but this is a Calico Critter house. I do collect some Calico Critter stuff. So where'd the price tag go? Just trying to show you how much I paid. There it is. So this was only $7.99. I found it right at the end of my thrift trip. I wasn't finding much, so I was kind of shocked when I saw this. It was kind of hiding on the floor. I have yet to look inside to see what all's in there, but we have the top of a grocery market and like a house. I did previously have a house that I bought for like almost full price, which I ended up getting rid of just because I just didn't think it made sense for my space at the time. But this was $8. I couldn't pass it up, and I can always use somewhere to display my miniatures, and I have enough Calico Critter stuff now. I could really use a house. So then I got this little Frozen set for $3, and the only figure I could see in here was Anna, but I really liked the way that the Anna looks, so I just went ahead and got it. Isn't she cute? She's kind of like a little bobbly head figure. I just think she's so stinking cute. She has a little hinge where she can sit down, and she is the only figure in there, sadly, but I really just wanted her, to be honest. We'll see. I don't know if I'll keep the whole set because I don't really have any other tiny Frozen figures, but maybe. We'll see. It's kind of cool though. So it has these little furniture pieces and then expands like this, which is pretty dang cool. It's a nice play set, and then you can fold it up into a little box. This is not well, I mean, it is toy related in the end once you make it, I guess. So I found this crochet kit. I think everything's in there, honestly. It has a book for instructions, crochet hook and yarn, and cool. It says it includes 12 patterns, and I think, yeah. So it just has the stuff to make Jack and Sally, but it also has patterns for 12 of the characters, and that was $3. And I do crochet and my partner crochets, so I thought that'd be a fun thing to get. Last thing This I also saw right before I was gonna leave, and I'd kind of struck out with dolls. It was pretty picked through today. Usually I don't look at the baby dolls too hard unless I can tell that it's like a Lollaloopsy or something. But look at that face. This is basically, I don't know that it's considered a reborn or not, but these have been popular, like reborn style dolls have been popular lately, even for young kids. And I was just awestruck by how cute this little face is. And this one I paid $8 for. Look at that face. I felt very maternal towards this doll. Oh, cute. The ears are kind of pointed. My maternal instincts really kicked in when I saw this doll. Look at the pretty little hair paint strokes. Really adorable, realistic baby. And there's one more little thing. Paid $4 for this, but they're little ceramic sinks, toilets, and bathtubs. And I think they're really cute. I love a small, cute thing like this. But especially with the Calico house, I thought these might look cute in there. So, yeah. Cute little miniature house decor. Okay, I just want to show you some more details on this baby. You can literally see little veins and like skin imperfections, like that little red vein type mark, and the blushing. The appearance of veins in the forehead is like a crazy detail. I know reborns freak a lot of people out and people think they're weird. As a doll lover, I think they're cool. I also love babies and I love baby dolls, and the fact that they're just so realistic is really interesting and cool to me, and the artists who make them are just super, super talented. So I think they're pretty cool. So here's the onesie off. Even the lambs are super detailed. The little nails are so cute. This baby is in really, really good condition as far as I can see. Someone had a diaper on him. The body looks really, really clean. The condition this baby's in is amazing, I think. It truly, the only flaw, like the main flaw, is the eyelashes are a little out of whack. So I'm gonna try to like trim off the excess bits and clean them up a little bit. But this baby is really, really lovely. And I'm glad that I can give him a new home now. I could not leave him at the thrift store. It's too precious. Hello. This is my incredible thrift score from today. This is the only doll I thrifted today. So here's the story. The thrift store was crazy today. People were acting nuts. There were two ladies in the doll aisle who were snatching up Barbies as soon as they were put on the shelves and then fighting each other over them. The vibes were not immaculate. So I didn't find any dolls there. I did find a couple of puzzles. I do love puzzling, so I was just gonna grab those and leave. And then there's a bunch of stuff they keep behind the counter at the register. Usually higher priced items, but not always. Just sometimes it's like things that need to go back. But I spotted this baby and I was gonna ask about it once I got to the register, and I was getting so scared as I was waiting to check out because there was like 2 different people who were asking to see it, and I was like, oh no, they're definitely gonna get it, and I was gonna be sad. but they passed on it. And I could tell that even the cashier was really excited about it. I don't know if she was gonna buy it or not, but she kept looking at it, and you know, everyone was just showing a lot of excitement over the baby. And I was like, oh no, someone's gonna snatch it up before I can. Luckily for me, that did not happen. I asked to see the doll, and my first reaction was, wow, this baby is heavy, so heavy. I need to grab a scale and see what the weight is. But this is a very heavy, realistic baby, and I did just a little scan to see what kind of condition it's in. It's in wonderful condition. The body's clean, there's no smells, there's no dirt. There were a couple of little scuff marks on the feet, which I got off with just a wet paper towel. Otherwise, absolutely perfect, beautiful condition. She was $30, which, you know, higher price point, but this is a reborn baby. And I could tell that it was lovingly made by an artist just by the way it's painted, the way it's dressed and taken care of. It was clearly from a collector's home. So I snatched that baby up and she has come home with me. So again, until today, I've done, now I feel like I'm almost an expert, but I had to do a lot of internet research today. Well, I didn't have to, but I'm always really curious where things come from. And I really wanted to find out what artist made this doll. So I'll post some screenshots from my research. I'm pretty positive that this doll is the reborn Joseph sculpt from Bountiful Baby. And they are a company who scan real babies and then use those scans to produce molds for reborn dolls. So this sculpt was based on a kid who was once a baby named Joseph. And then the artist, I can't say with 100% certainty since I didn't buy it from them, but I'm pretty positive the artist is Heartstring Creations, just comparing the exact hair strokes and the way the eyebrows are painted. This little red mark here, just the way that everything was done, it has to be this baby. And the artist named her Josie, so I'm going to stick with that gender and say that this is a girl, but I'm thinking her name is gonna be Charlie. I've been thinking about it all day, and I really like Charlie as a gender neutral name. And usually when I name my babies, baby dolls, other dolls, anything that I think needs a name, I kind of just let the name come to me. And I think that this one's gonna be named Charlie. I'm so excited to have her. She's a vinyl doll. She's a weighted vinyl doll. And if you want to pause on any of the screenshots and read the description, you can see all the different materials that were used. But I'm really happy I could find out the artist just so I can love and appreciate this baby even more. And yeah, I am so excited to own a reborn doll. It's not something that I was thinking of purchasing anytime soon. They've always intrigued me, but I wasn't considering making that purchase at this time. They are more expensive, but the vinyl ones are less expensive than silicone. So this was maybe a couple hundred or less. Okay, so my phone ran out of space when I was talking about this last. Let's keep talking about this precious little baby. So, like I was saying, I'm pretty positive I know which baby this is, who made it and everything, and the sculpt. The only thing I was gonna say is I feel like either the collector did it themselves or had another artist, or maybe they had the artist do some customizing post-purchase, because you can see these little extra red parts around the eyes, the nose, and that doesn't really appear in the original photos. So, but it is like intentionally put there, and it's sort of shimmery and it doesn't come off, so I think it was intentionally put there as a customization in the makeup. I like how it looks. It looks like she just has some kind of skin condition or really sensitive skin. But yeah, so that's the only thing. But like the exact strokes of the eyebrow hair and the way that the hair is painted and just like this little mark here and everything matches the photos exactly. So I don't see how it could not be that baby. And it seems like that artist's work tends to go for around $175 for babies like this, which is pretty affordable in my opinion. Still, I got her for $30, so I don't think you can beat that. And I'm so happy to have her. I love holding her. She's very realistic to me. The way she feels, the way she moves, and you can kind of squish her and move her limbs, and her head can lay in different positions, and she's just so cuddly, and she moves great. She feels amazing. I could not be happier to have this baby. So I guess I am becoming a reborn collector. Even though this is technically a real born, not reborn. I love the work that the artist did to paint this baby and make it so unique. So welcome Charlie to the collection. I think she's perfect and I love her. So, okay. Now comparing to this other baby here, I found the Amazon listing for this baby. They go for, I don't know, like between $50 and $60 on Amazon and Walmart.com. It's definitely this baby, and I saw people in the reviews complaining about like false advertising, saying this is just like a plastic baby doll, not the soft silicone reborn as advertised. And the advertising is not that clear, but still, $60 is a lot to charge for something that is essentially counterfeit, or at least false advertised. I don't know that this sculpt was like stolen from any artist. It's possible, but I couldn't figure that out. It's possible this is just like a unique sculpt, but they falsely advertised it as a reborn instead of just a baby doll. And I still think the painting is really cute and pretty realistic with the veins and such, but when you compare to this vinyl baby, one of the biggest differences in realism is that this one is quite shiny. You can see the skin is quite shiny in comparison to this matte face. Also, the texture is completely different. Like, this feels like a standard baby doll kind of plastic. It's like slightly squishy, but it's not filled. It's not a weighted baby by any means. So in that sense, definitely not classified as a reborn, but I still think this baby's very cute. I think $60 is too much to charge people for when you know, they're essentially scamming people, I think. I don't know, it's hard to say. That seller has like other dolls, and some people are really happy with them, and then some are like, no, this is just a regular baby doll, you know. So anyway, I paid $8 for this doll, which I think is an amazing deal. I still think he's very cute. I put him in this real baby outfit with little trains on it that I used to have on a different baby doll. I still really appreciate the way that there's not neck support. Just because, you know, that's one aspect of realism. You gotta support the neck. So I think he's very cute. Obviously not as realistic as my other baby, but this was a great opportunity to compare and contrast. And I've never actually encountered reborns in person until now, so this is a very good comparison to have, and I feel like I've learned so much through just researching these dolls, and I love that. Love knowing more about these. All right, excuse my messy desk. I did not clean up well. But I just wanted to show these quick little restyles and the dolls after they've been cleaned up. So all I did was like Lysol wipe this doll, and then I washed her wig and styled it a little bit. It's not like a great style, but I think it's way cuter than having the hair down and looking crazy like it did. It's essentially like a hard front wig. You can see the plastic, so I just pulled the front pieces down over that, so it looks pretty cute. And I also really like how she looks without the wig. Oops, I'm messing up the wig. It's fine. I'm gonna display her without it anyway. So this is how she looks without the wig. I put her in this little Bratz Boys shirt and I think Barbie pants. And I think she looks like a casual college student. I think she looks really cute. I like her a lot. Here is Poppy. I washed her hair and then I teased it a bunch with the pet brush. So I just like combed it back on itself to make it a little fluffier and a little more accurate to her movie hair. The bangs, I think I'm gonna have to gel them back down. They were originally gelled behind the ear, and I don't like how that looks. I think it looks cuter in front of the ears. So I'll have to gel those back down, but I think she looks pretty cute. Here's Miss Tink. She cleaned up easily. The wings, I heated them up just for a few seconds with a hairdryer and then kind of bent them in on themselves because these flaps otherwise like just bend all the way back. So I kind of squished it together and I think it's pretty cute like that. Obviously imperfect, but that works. And I think she looks so stinking cute, and I love the wing mechanism. Okay, I'm not sure how to feel about this doll at the moment. Her hair cleanup did not go as smoothly as I hoped. I don't know what kind of hair they use on these, but my gosh, it did not want to clean up nicely. I just left all the braids because I wasn't confident in restyling it. So I just washed over it, and then this whole piece was super tangled, matted grossness. And even after getting all the tangles out, it still just like did not want to look nice. So I'd put it in a braid, trying to just ignore that. And then I went to rebody her, and I broke the neck peg off her original neck peg, and I couldn't get it out, so I just stuck it through her head. It's just a tiny little peg. And then I also kind of broke this little piece on the neck of this body. However, once it's stuck in, you can't see the broken bit. I think I like her on this body. Let me know what you guys think. Does it work for her, or does she look weird? I don't know. So I'm thinking if I end up liking this body, I am just going to super glue the head on permanently. It stays on fine just sticking it on, but I don't know. So you can't do much with it. I guess if I just leave it unsecured, I can still do sideways movements. So it's pretty snug. I might just leave it like that. But this is her on a made to move Barbie body. Let me know what you guys think. These dolls always look a little bit weird because they have the dead stare, but I do think she's quite pretty. And yeah, I like her. Let me know what you guys think though. I don't know. We'll see. I guess I was a little impatient with heating up the head. I could have done it for longer, but it is what it is. So that's her for now. So since this video ended up being so long and I still have quite a bit more footage, I'm gonna break it into 2 parts. So this was part 1, keep an eye out for part 2. Thanks for watching.